is Lori from My Garden in Bloom. I garden here in Zone 8B up by Mount Hood in Oregon. Oh, you can hear Wally fixing the fence. We had a really bad storm probably 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. A lot of wind, which we get that because we're right outside of the gorge. We're at the mouth of the gorge. And what else happened? It snowed, and then on top of the snow was ice, but it was like the coldest I've ever seen it in Oregon, and it lasted, I'd say, 4 or 5 days at least. Anyway, at one point it was 9 degrees. The wind was blowing 30 to 40 miles an hour, and it just stayed that way for days. So I've really been worried about my dahlias because I don't dig them up. I leave them until spring to divide them because I'm in Zone 8B, but I'm not used to it getting that cold. So I have been checking on some of my dahlias, and some of them have started to rot. So that's what I was doing. I was checking on some of my dahlias and my alamode. Oh my gosh, the whole top part of it is rotten. Even though I cover them up and I cover them up with plastic and everything, it was just so colder than what it normally is. So now I'm trying to save my alamode dahlia. So let me go over here to my table, to my potting table, and show you what it looks like. Oh, it's going to get really bright. I'll turn the camera around and go over there. There it is. I've cut part of it off, but look at how rotten some of these tubers are. Oh, bad rotten. But underneath, I don't want to mess with it too much. Underneath here, I'm hoping to maybe get to save 3 or 4 of the tubers, because the bottom part of the tuber, the clump, isn't rotten at all. So I'm going to get cutting away on this and see if I can save 2 or 3 of the tubers for this spring. Okay, there's my tuber all cut up. I thought I might be able, there were like 2 clumps, and I thought I might be able to save part of one of the clumps, but then when I got down to it, it was all, it broke and rotted. All the heads were rotting. Some of them were really bad. As you can see, part of the tuber, that's part of the tuber. This one seemed pretty good until I don't really see any eyes. And that is almost kind of rotten. So that was almost good. But there's one that might have a little bit of possibility, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry out and then put it in, go ahead and pot it up. Because if anything's going to save it right now, potting it up after it dries out and I put cinnamon on it. Oh, but I do have in the garage, I do have a I think 3 tubers, and one of them is starting to sprout of the alamode. And luckily, alamode is not what they call a unicorn, so I could probably find it somewhere for $10. Ooh, you want to see something I'm really excited about? A delphinium that I started from seed. Anyway, this has turned into an experiment, but it's the only way that you learn. Hopefully, I will have that one tuber that actually survived our ice storm. Hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.